Welcome back to Character Conversions, where I try to bring fictional characters to life in D&D. Today is a request from JohnneyElRed, Queen of Bilgewater, Misfortune. Quick note, this build will be using crossbows instead of guns. The Gunslinger class is not official, and the actual rules and support for our firearms in the game is minuscule. But I think the overall theme of the build still works, and if you were to get a GM to let you swap out the crossbows for pistols, I don't think you need to change much. Now on to stats. We will be using the standard array of the player's handbook, divided up as you see here. We prioritize dexterity because we are using ranged weapons, wisdom will be key for some spellcasting, and intelligence for some multi-classing purposes. For race, we're going with variant human. This will increase our dexterity and wisdom by 1 each to 16 and 14. For our skill, we will grab deception, as I imagine a pirate tells a lie or two. Our feat of choice will be crossbow expert. We can ignore the loading quality of crossbows. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage. When we attack with a one-handed weapon, we can use our bonus action to attack with the hand crossbow we are holding. Finally, we speak common and one additional language of our choice. Choose whatever suits your campaign. For background, I don't think anyone will be surprised to hear that we are going with Pirate from the player's handbook. This gives us proficiency in athletics and perception as skills. For tools, we gain navigator's tools and water vehicles. For our feature, we have bad reputation, making it so that in civilized settlements we can get away with minor criminal offenses, such as not paying for feed at a tavern or breaking down a door because most people are too afraid to report us to the authorities. For class, we'll be going with Ranger to get a ranged combat prowess, as well as some of her special abilities. This will give us a D10 hit die, proficiency with light and medium armor, as well as shields. We're proficient with simple and martial weapons, strength and dexterity saves, and for skills we will pick up insight and stealth. As a first level ranger, we gain Favored Enemy and Natural Explorer. We'll swap both of these for Favored Foe and Deft Explorer. Favored Foe makes it so when we hit a creature with an attack, we can mark them for 1 minute and deal an additional D4 of damage the first time we deal damage to them. This requires concentration to maintain. We can use it a number of times equal to a proficiency bonus, and regain all uses on a long rest. Deft Explorer gives us Canny, which grants us expertise in one skill of our choice. Let's choose Deception to make up for our low charisma. In addition, Canny grants us another 2 languages. Choose whatever fits your campaign. As a second level ranger, we gain a fighting style and spellcasting in the form of 2 first level spells. Fighting style will obviously be archery, giving us a +2 to our attack rolls, and for our first level spells we will grab Longstrider to represent Misfortune's strut ability, and Hail of Thorns for her double up. At third level, we choose our Ranger Enclave. I think our best option is to go with the Hunter Enclave from the player's handbook. This gives us Hunter's Prey, Primeval Awareness, and another first level spell. For Hunter's Prey, because we are more of a crowd control hero than a single target damage cannon, we'll go with Horde Breaker. Now once on each of our turns, when we make an attack with a weapon, we can make another attack against another creature within 5 feet of the original target, so long as they are within range of our weapon. Primeval Awareness will allow us to expend a spell slot, and for 1 minute per level of the spell slot, we can sense whether within 1 mile there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. Finally, for our first level spell, we will choose Zephyr's Strike. 4th level is our first ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our dexterity, raising it to an 18. As a 5th level ranger, we gain extra attack, allowing us to make 2 attacks instead of 1 when we take the attack action. We also gain a 2nd level spell, of which we will choose Dark Vision for any nighttime pirate raids. At 6th level, we'll take a brief detour over into Artificer. This gives us a D8 hit die, Magical Tinkering, 2 cantrips, and access to first level Artificer spells. Magical Tinkering is like an advanced prestidigitation that won't really help us in battle. For cantrips, we don't really want any combat-based cantrips, so we'll be picking up Message and Mending. I'm sure both can be used on a pirate ship. For first level spells, we have the whole list to choose from each long rest, but I recommend Cure Wounds, Featherfall, Jump, and Identify. 7th level and our 2nd level in Artificer means we gain our Infuse item ability. We have 4 infusions to select, but only 2 can be used at a time. The ones we'll be using most often are 2 instances of Repeating Shot. Now we can properly dual wield our hand crossbows, and they get a +1 to attack and damage. For the other 2, I recommend Enhanced Defense and Replicate Magic Item for the Alchemy Jug. It can produce 4 gallons of beer a day, and that sounds very good for a pirate. 8th level will be jumping back over to Ranger now, where we gain an improvement to Favored Foe, making it 1d6, followed by Deft Explorer now granting us Roving. Roving increases our base speed by 5 feet, and we gain a climbing and swim speed equal to our walking speed. Both are very useful for traversing the terrain of any ship at sea. As a 7th level hunter, we gain Steel Will and a 2nd level spell. Steel Will gives us advantage on saves against being frightened. and for our 2nd level spell we will choose Locate Object to help us find any treasure. 10th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Dexterity once again, capping it off at 20. 11th level and our 9th level in Ranger is our first 3rd level spell. We will grab Conjure Barrage, this time to represent her Bullet Time ability. 12th level Deft Explorer grants us the Tireless ability. Now as an action a number of times equal to our proficiency bonus, we can give ourselves 1d8 plus our Wisdom modifier temporary hit points. We regain all uses after a long rest, and in addition, when we finish a short rest, we can reduce our exhaustion by 1 level. As an 11th level hunter, we gain multi-attack and a 3rd level spell. We'll pick up Volley, allowing us to attack all creatures within 10 feet of a point we can see within range of our weapon. We make a separate attack roll for each target and have to have enough ammo, but because we have repeating hand crossbows, we don't need to worry about that. For our 3rd level spell, we'll pick up Water Breathing, for any deep sea diving we might need to do. 14th level is our next ability score increase. We'll drop this into our Wisdom, raising it to a 16. 15th level and our 13th level in Ranger means we gain our first 4th level spell. We will grab Freedom of Movement. 16th level, our favored foe damage increases to 1d8 and we gain Vanish. We can now take the hide action as a bonus action. We can no longer be tracked by non-magical means unless we choose to leave a trail. As a 15th level hunter, we gain Superior Hunter's Defense. I recommend either Evasion or Uncanny Dodge based on the foes you're typically facing. For my build, I'll go with Evasion. 18th level is our final ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Wisdom, raising it to an 18. 19th level will be our first and only 5th level spell. We'll take Conjure Volley. With this and our Volley ability, I think we have a decent representation of Fortune's Make It Rain ability. 20th level, the capstone of our build is Feral Senses. Now when we fight a creature we can't see, we don't suffer disadvantage on our attack rolls. We're also aware of any invisible creature within 30 feet of us, so long as the creature isn't hidden and we are not blinded or deafened. End result sees us with an average of 112 hit points and a likely AC of 16 to 18, depending on the light armor we're wearing, and if we use our infusion. With our hand crossbow we'll average 9 damage a hit, 20 damage a round, 29 damage if dual wielding. We get an additional attack against any adjacent foes once on each of our turns, so choose your targets wisely. Our main strength is fighting multiple opponents as we have an abundance of area effects. Combine that with spells such as Zephyr Strike or Long Strider to stay out of an enemy's range, and keep peppering away at foes from afar while they wait for the reload that's never coming. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment your opinions or suggestions for new builds. I hope all your 20s are natural. See you next time.